Hey guys, it's Mike G here, back with the extension series. We're going to be looking at Precious Achiuwa today. We got Precious Achiuwa in the sign and trade with Kyle Lowry. We also received Dragic, which we traded after, but I think Precious was the main piece in that trade. He showed a lot of improvement for us in this first year. He improved his three ball dramatically from of 1 to a nice, decent clip by the end of the year, but I think he was shooting higher in the second half, around 38%. But it averages out to about 2 attempts per game, almost a half, kind of. And he's shooting a decent clip. At the beginning of the year, his around the basket touches were awful. It was almost like when he got a rebound, you wanted him to just stop and give the ball to someone else. But I think throughout the year, he's shown a comfortability around the rim. He's shown a comfortability of knowing when to choose his spots, when the lane's open, when he sees things. He's shown a real development in that IQ sense of learning his spots. And I think that's definitely going to improve next year. I think we'll be looking at closer to what he was shooting his first year, but with like a little bit more better shots and a little bit more dribbling and stuff. I think his free throws, yeah, he has to work on his free throws. Obviously, that's not too good, but I think the way he's being used, he's not really encountering a lot of fouls at the rim. He's really strong and kind of just like goes through things. So I think people are just kind of gonna lay off on him sometimes when he's in the paint because he is that much of a bull. So, and we're looking at his rebounds. You see his rebounds and reflect that ability in the paint to kind of be there and kind of get the rebound, defensive, offensive rebounds, whatever he needs to get, he can get. Kind of his assists are a little bit low. I think we were using him more as a finisher instead of like a passer. And then we were doing screens with him, so there would be multiple actions after the screen. So I think just his assists don't dictate, I guess, how much passing like he's really done. I think the turnovers are kind of like it's a stark when stat when your turnovers are higher than your assists, but I think that's a little bit deceptive right now. I think he'd get up to like 2, 3 at least. His steals and his blocks. Um, I think with more time on the court, you'll see those come up. Maybe hit 1, 1, 1, probably. We're looking at he doesn't foul too much, so that's perfect for defending. He's a great 1 through 5 defender, very versatile. We saw in the playoffs that one possession where he's on Harden, switches on Bede, goes back to Harden or whatever on the next play and stuff. So it's like it's really interesting how dynamic he is as a defender. Like it's a very impressive, and I think he shows a little bit more potential on the offensive side with the dribbling and the speed he's able to move with and the balance he has when he's dribbling towards the net. I think in the long run, I think we could be looking at someone that becomes better than an OG with similar OG attributes. You can't necessarily replace OG completely, but I think he'll do that same role and add a little bit more, I think. So it'll be interesting to see how he develops in the next couple of years. But we're going to go look at his contract now. Right now, he's signed to 3 year plus a team option in the fourth year. So this is his last guaranteed year, and then he has a team option. So we could either decline that and sign him here for a lower amount, or let him play out this team option, and he'll probably command a higher amount in the next year. So it depends what Precious wants. What Precious wants, because if we decline the team option, I don't necessarily know what happens in that case. I think he becomes a restricted free agent in that case. But I think that would be an interesting play that Bobby and Masai are looking at doing. Maybe they think we can lock him up for a lower price earlier and get like a nice 4 or 5 year contract versus maybe waiting. I don't know. But either way, he's probably going to get a contract next summer, either an extension or the extension. In the extension, it says the team options declined, and then he continues on a new salary after that. So, but either way, we have him under team control pretty much with the team option till 24, 25, where he's going to be 25. So we'll definitely have a better idea, I guess, when he's 25. But I think at 24, you could probably know where he's heading. Definitely with another 2 years. Well, 1 year, and then you kind of maybe during the year too. Like we could see how he starts off. There's a lot of options with Precious, I think, and he's really a really hard worker. So we're gonna definitely see him that improvement, and he's gonna earn whatever contract he got. So back to, I guess, the number in the years. I think if we're looking at signing him earlier, so if we decline the team option and extend him through that year, we're probably looking at like 14, 15 million. But I think if he shows a continued growth, if we accept the team option and then let him go to restricted free agency a year later, I think we're going to probably be looking at 18 million. Like on maybe, yeah, like 18, like an OG deal for like 4 or 5 years, whatever the staff feels or Masai feels, or maybe Precious' agent wants him on a shorter deal to kind of see if he gets that all-star level, and then he can renegotiate his prime contract. Like Precious, it's interesting, like his personality is kind of soft a bit, but I think he's really solid, like his work ethic and stuff, and I think his fight, the way he battles in the paint, like it's impressive. He definitely gives a lot of effort out there on the court, and I think he's an interesting piece because he is like able to kind of body up some of the centers, the bigger centers. So it's like this interesting dynamic we have with him. I think obviously the Giants of Africa connection is really cool. So what we're going to be looking at probably, it's like a 4 years between 15, 18 million, either in the summer of 24 or the summer of 23 is probably what we're looking at. But we have to be cautious because we do have the other 4 guys needing extensions. And then we have to also eye what Scotty's going to make. He's definitely going to need like a max, probably, depending on how he's going. But right now, he's definitely looking really good. So I think Precious is really motivated to kind of get better, to play with Scotty and be part of that next chapter of the Raptors. I think we got a keeper here, and it depends. If we trade OG or not, I think he'll still get tons of minutes, so I'm not worried. Alright, see you guys. Thanks for listening. Bye.